Alright, now I'm heading out past the Buck Spring Lodge, and I'm going to go down here towards North Mills River and Wolf Ford and just head down and do some exploration here. This is where Vanderbilt's hunting lodge used to be, the Buck Spring Lodge. You'd come up here, I guess, via the shut-in trail. Maybe they had the Blue Ridge Parkway was probably a horse road back then. Who knows? I'd have to look into it, but he came up here to do his hunting from his estate at what is now the Biltmore Estate, as it's called. I don't know if they called it that back then or not. And you see Mount Pisgah in the distance. I've explored these trails before, but some of them I've not done. Like, I've not done all of Laurel Creek, or Laurel Mountain, I should say. So I'm going to come back and do that. I did part of Laurel Mountain, but not all of it. I'll show you this. I always thought that would be a cool place to stealth camp. I guess it was part of the lodge. So down here is the trail, and connects to the Mountains to Sea Trail too. Done this section quite a few times of the Mountains to Sea. Done some of the other trails in here. I didn't even document the one time I went down the one trail here 2 years ago. I was just trying to train for that Colorado trip I took that year. But yeah, I've been coming here a lot, over the years. So these trails are pretty well known to me. I even camped down here with my dog back in 2014. So you can make all kinds of loops out here using these trails. And I think if you go down to connect via North Mills River, I saw somebody wrote a comment on All Trails that it was 20 miles because Yellow Gap Road is still closed after Hurricane Helene, at least past the recreation area in North Mills River. So that means you got to walk the forest road 2 miles and then 2 miles back, as well as the trail miles. So that she posted that it was 20 miles after doing the loop that All Trails had to do these several trails out here to make 2 loops, I believe it is, and you have to use a forest road. So that's where the miles come in. So might have to backpack it. It'd be a long day hike otherwise. She did it on a day hike, she said. I could do it on a day hike. I mean, I just did 20 miles on a day hike last week, but I might want to backpack it. We'll see, because I do want to come back here and do those loops. Like I said, I've never done all of Laurel Mountain, but I did camp nearby Laurel Mountain 11 years ago. Going down this trail to connect to the Thompson Creek Trail. Head down that way. Looking glass rock down there. The creek is really beautiful. So I'm coming down to a place where I've camped before with a friend 2 years ago, and I remembered it from coming down here on a day hike back in 2018, back in the fall of 2018. So I suggested, because it was getting late in the day, it was 4th of July, or maybe it was July 3rd. I can't remember. Anyway, it was around 4th of July, and I suggested, that we can go there because where we originally wanted to go didn't have any campsites available, which was down near Twin Falls, because we wanted to camp near the falls, which I ended up doing by myself on a future trip, now past trip. Anyway, make a long story short, my friend Hank and I camped here where I'm coming upon here in a moment. There's a waterfall nearby, which I'm going to show you. I think it's called Thompson Creek Falls. So I'll be hitting that up here in a moment. All right, made it back to the spot where we had camped. You see it's a beautiful creek here. So that's why I suggested it, because it wasn't a long hike from where we parked at Wolf Ford, or near Wolf Ford, off Yellow Gap Road. I just saw another hiker, so I guess she had gotten in from Yellow Gap Road. Maybe it's open up to there, I don't know. I thought it was closed all the way to 276, but from the recreation area to 276. But maybe it's open on this side. Anyway, the waterfall's up the hill there. I might head that way here in a moment, but I'm just gonna hang out here just for a little bit because I was doing a little trail running coming down the hill. I won't try and run back that way because it's too steep. That's pretty tough. But just checking out the campsite here. And I camped further down there, and Hank was over here near the fire pit. Beautiful site. It's about almost 3 miles from the parkway to get here. But like I said, it's about, I think it was about a mile from Yellow Gap Road to get here. So not too bad.